Today's cocktail is called Anything Goes. The ingredients you need is some Martell, some ice, some ginger beer, and a little bit of lime juice. You're going to take all of those ingredients, pour it into a cocktail shaker, shake it up, pour it along with the ice into a cocktail glass, and enjoy a Anything Goes. What's up, Kiki?
Hey girl, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing well. Today I had an adventure of being a pretend single mom, which is always so much fun because I don't truly have the pressure of being a single mother. I can pick up my little cousin. We can do fun stuff. I can be a cool mom, not a regular mom, and then send him back home to his mama. So we went and I took him out of school early today. We went and got ice cream. I wanted some wine, but there was none available in the area.
You really then I took him to the mom.
I took him to the park. We were playing with the kids. They had me on a seesaw. I don't know the last time you have been. Well, you've probably been to a park recently. Yeah. I felt incredibly old. When I got on a seesaw as a kid, it was like a plank, right? With the little things that stick out on the side. You just go ee-er. It was a 4-seater. With a thing in the middle. It had like handlebars and actual seats for the children. I said, this is fun.
Big body. That's the G wagon. Wow.
And then I noticed some soccer goals over there, and I was like, I bet the dads come out here on the weekends and play, because it looked like a bunch of nannies. No, I got to come back on a weekend because those daddies need to be at work. It was like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You need to get that money. So I'm just exploring different parks in nice neighborhoods, and I'm just going to try some different things out. I'll report back later.
A really great idea. We should maybe make this a little double date for Walker and Zane, and we, they're playing. We make sure they're good. We get on the big baddie, thingy, and we meet the zaddies or the nannies, and we're like, "Is he single? Is your daddy single?" Okay, yeah.
She gonna be like, "Bitch, I'm trying to fuck. What the fuck you mean?" That is not for you. What's been going on with you?
Today was crazy. I too had a little single mom action. My brother and his partner, they just had another baby. So they have a newborn baby in the household. So I'm helping out a lot. So I came over, brought all my work shit, and I've been hands-on with Zane. I thought I was going to be able to, slap some makeup on. I just want to take a quick moment and apologize for everybody because I know my lip is chapped. My hair needs to be done, and I know it looks like I'm in a dungeon. I am in my brother's basement, and it's rough. So it was a very long day today. I wish I had a shot of tequila or 5.
Well, I'm going to take a shot for you because I got one right here.
Take that shot. Take that shot, y'all. But it's great because we have a guest today. I think it's been a minute since we had a guest, y'all. We got Vanessa Fraction. Hey, Vanessa girl.
What up? Hi, Kiki. Hi, Medinah.
Hi. I just want to let everybody know, and Kiki, y'all know I love comedy shows. I love going to just random comedy shows. I go by myself. I go on a lot of dates. I've been with a couple people's husbands. But listen,
rub it in, why don't you?
Right? I went to a show and I saw Vanessa. She was hosting it, and this bitch is funny as fuck. And I said, you know what? One day I will have her on the show. And I said this last year and it didn't work, but I got her today.
Woo! I'm happy to be on here with you guys. You were so cute that day. You were sitting really close to my fiance, and I was like, I hope.
Bitch, move.
Checking her out. I was kind of trying to scoot you over, but you're gorgeous.
You gotta watch them sometimes. Where was the show?
That's how she smooshes in with that personality, acting all innocent.
Yeah.
I see how you get them zaddies. I see how you get them.
The show was at, it was
here
bar.
In Atlanta?
It was in Atlanta, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was at BQE, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
It was at BQE. Super funny. So before we play our game, we're going to dive into Weird Sex with Kiki.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Okay, you guys. So this week's Weird Sex, we've had a similar story in the past. If you were at a gas station, this is very likely in Atlanta because people are stealing shit left and right. They stealing cars, they stealing children, they stealing
change.
out the cup holders in your car. They robbing people left and right. Okay, so this happened in Slovakia, I want to say, somewhere on the other side. There was a robbery at a gas station. If you were in the gas station and this man is robbing this place and you decided you were going to be Captain Save the Hose and interfere with what was going on, what would you do to keep him there until the police got there?
Shoot him in his knee.
I'm not doing shit, but you know.
I might.
You said shoot him in the knee?
Yeah.
Do you carry a gun? How are you going to shoot him in his kneecap?
I thought we was just
You going to tase him? Oh. Well, this woman decided she was going to suck his dick until the police got there. So she takes him to the back room. This is a customer. So he steals money and has a gun, steals money from the cashier. She's all freaking out. This woman comes in the store, sees what's going on. I don't know how, y'all, but she lures this man into the back room and sucked his dick until the police came to the store and they got him. And all was well. Nobody died. And this happened, in Slovakia.
I just want to say, I do.
Those girls about it.
This proves niggas ain't shit. You robbing and someone's like, hey, look, I want to give you some sloppy toppy. He's like, yeah, sure.
Oh, well, actually, yeah.
Is can I get the key to the bathroom? Sir.
Y'all, a couple people sent me that story, but I had seen it already. And I'm just like, at first I thought it was a story I had seen before. This happened somewhere, I want to say Florida, probably. Shit always happened in Florida. And the girl was sucking somebody's dick. Well, she didn't stop a robbery, but she was sucking this guy's dick and he was supposed to pay her. And he gave her a bag of Funyuns and she was upset. Rightfully so. Like, who wants to be?
Can I comment on the weird sex?
Yes.
I didn't know if I could comment on this weird sex, but I don't even think the lady in Florida should have been mentioned because ain't no dick sucking anything if you're not stopping a robbery. I have never heard. I want to give that lady a key to the
wonder what technique she was using to let him forget everything.
It had to been one where he wouldn't come fast. So it had to been something where she would just, just working it, just getting working it, getting them all the way right ready, and then back off.
I hope she got a cash prize.
Probably not.
I'm sure she didn't get anything.
Yeah, they're probably like, ma'am.
A wet face.
Put your mask on. Please put your mask back on.
Ma'am, please put your mask on, ma'am.
Why did you take it out? Did you cut a hole for the dick? What's going on?
We had him on camera. We would have caught him later. There was no need for this.
But thank you for your services.
But thank you. But we would have got him. We didn't need this.
Maybe they gave her some mouthwash on the way out.
Everybody asked you to do all that, ma'am. What is going on with the world?
Ma'am,
people are horny.
Doritos.
And she probably didn't even give a fuck about that robbery. She probably thought he was fine. He was probably looking like Prison Bae. And she was like, now, hold on now. Before you get locked up, let me give you one last send-off. People have been horny. Some people really haven't been having sex. Sorry to those people.
Sorry to that man.
Okay, but that's it for Weird and Sex, you guys. If you see a crazy story, please send it to me. Twitter, Instagram, email, everything but my text message because you don't need my phone number. Now, let's get back to the show.
Okay, y'all. We haven't played the scenario game in a hot little minute. Vanessa, we are going to play the scenario game with you. How this game works is Kiki and I have curated some scenarios for you, and we will give you some options, and you will pick the best one that fits you. So,
all right.
Kiki, would you like to go first?
Yes. I noticed one that looks like it's about to be some trifling shit, so I'm going to start with that one, number 3. Okay, you and Bae have been together for years. He told you his mama died. One day, out of the blue, his dead mama calls you. Babe tells you don't get into his business when it comes to him and Mom Duke's relationship. Do you, A, get that bread, get that head, and leave? What, Dina?
What?
B, I guess you just stay and he's taking care of you and you don't worry about it. B, do you schedule a session with a therapist for the both of you? Or do you, C, secretly call his mother and get to the bottom of it? What's the tea, sis? So why he said you was dead and you here?
You ready for mine?
Yes.
I would D, knock the shit out of him and leave. Now, what's wrong with you, boy?
How do you say that your mother is dead and he's not? Did this happen to you, Medinah?
This happened to somebody that I know.
What kind of relationship do we have?
We living together. We got kids.
And I don't have your mother's number, and I didn't go to the funeral. What the hell are we talking about?
Everybody.
She died beforehand. Like, you know, like you just.
Before?
Yeah.
Well,
so this is what everybody needs to do. Y'all need to go to, I tell you this all the time because you could be fucking a relative or you could end up in a situation like this. Head on over to Ancestry.com. Get your tree together. And you need to know who is who in both of these people's families when it's getting real serious because people are liars.
People be
are
lying.
disgusting.
And then we'll try to like
Vanessa's
really
face.
back up the lie.
I'm like, what kind of... I don't
That's
know.
a horrible lie.
I have dealt with some very serious liars. Some that will cause bodily harm to themselves to prove that they are telling the truth. Like I'm talking about gets down. And then you come to find out all of this was a lie.
And you're like, wow.
it blows your mind. You like, is the sky blue? Is the grass green?
Am I okay? Then you'll be looking at yourself like, how did I fall for this?
How did I fall?
But I'm telling you right now, I'm calling your mom. Even if I am going to end up breaking up with you, I need to know what is really going on.
I need to see an obit straight up. If you told me she passed before I met her, well, I want to see what she looked like. Let me see an obit or something, child. I need to. Next scenario.
Okay, next one. You are tired as hell. And you have an 8 a.m. flight in the morning. Babe wakes you up at 4 a.m. for nasty time. You, A, act sleep and don't wake up no matter how hard he tries. B, cuss him out. Or C, slide your scarf off and give babe what he wants even if you're still half asleep.
First and foremost, why am I sliding my scarf off? Thank you, Kiki.
If I put the scarf on, why am I taking it off?
It's not coming off until it's time.
Yo, I'm sliding my scarf off.
3 more hours. In fact, I need to keep it on because of what we finna do. And I need my hair to look okay for this flight at 8 a.m.
I should have slid my scarf off last night, and that's how I'm in this predicament.
Yo,
I gotta wash my hair, and I'm going somewhere in the morning.
I ask you about that because you was had it up.
No. See, y'all making me
I had a good night. I'm gonna tell you about it later. I'm
saying at 4 a.m, I'm gonna go ahead and give him what he wants because I can sleep on the plane, yo.
I put this on here because this happened to me, and I feel bad because I really didn't realize that I cussed him out. I was really tired, and I cussed him out, and I didn't give him what he wanted.
How long was you gonna be gone?
Well, it's a long distance situation. I felt really bad, but. You know,
I ain't trying to be funny. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna rub your dick with my feet. I'm gonna do something.
Were you just tired? Were you not horny? Because I be horny.
I be horny
so
too.
It's
I think I was just extremely tired because have you ever had a moment in your sleep when you wake up and do something and you don't even remember you did it? I don't even remember saying the things I said to him. I was like,
were you drunk a little bit?
We were drunk a little bit. I was drunk a little bit.
That's happened. Okay. Well, I let him still do what he want to do now. I might not move, but you can hit it.
I'm the one who usually is waking somebody up at 4 a.m.
Me too. I'm usually the one. Right. Just let me rub on it a little bit. Rub it on my
just suck a little bit. You can lay there. Okay. Yeah. Last one. Okay. You and Bae are at the mall. A lady friend of his walks up to him to say hi.
It's already starting off wrong. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. I'm playing. Go ahead. I'm playing.
The lady friend does not acknowledge you.
Oh.
The bitch got me fucked up. And Bae does not introduce the two of you.
So what happened? She came up and hugged him, and what happened?
She walks up to say hi, but she ignores me, and so does he. He doesn't introduce us. It's just like,
I'm telling you.
Did I turn into Casper? Okay, so the options are.
Anyway, go ahead.
A, interrupt their convo and introduce your goddamn self. B, let them do what they do and talk to Babe about it later. C, proceed to walk to the car and leave him at the mall with his new girlfriend. If I got the keys, I'm going to the car.
I'm telling you right now, it's going to be attitude on 1,000. I can go from 0 to 100 real quick. But I am interrupting y'all. I'm sitting
here thinking about it. I'm like, first of all, you can't ignore me. I'm too fly. Bitch, you're going to have to say something to me. There's no way you couldn't. He wouldn't disrespect me, but you said this happened. It's not my situation. If it happened. I didn't. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with both of you? Hello?
Do y'all see me?
As a woman, I wouldn't say, would you see me? But I was like, hey, hey, Gwendolyn, or whatever the fuck. Hey, who are you? What the fuck's going on?
I can't stand when humans lack common etiquette. That's etiquette.
Because And that's what I'm saying. I make a definite point to, if I know someone and I'm speaking to the gentleman, I at least give her
hey girl, I'm Medinah.
You know what I mean? I maybe don't introduce myself, but I give you the hand
some sort of
nod,
acknowledgement,
the curtsy. I do something, damn it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't just sit there and act like I didn't see you, but it doesn't have to be a whole moment because you may not be worth a moment. You may not be worth me telling you my name, but you are worth me acknowledging you.
Exactly. And that goes for friends. If I walk up, it's just like, hey girl, that's easy.
If I see somebody I'm speaking to with other people and I have to say, excuse me, and speak to that person, I kind of head nod everybody else. Like, especially if it's just like a one-on-one. I don't care if it's your I don't know what your relationship is. It could be your cousin, your woman, your son. I don't care what it is, but I'm going to at least, hey, excuse me, love. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Cat Daddy, good to see you out in these streets.
Cat Daddy.
Sweetheart, you take it easy too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the easiest thing is just to give a hello to everyone else who's around besides that person, even if you don't care to introduce yourself, if it's going to be quick, but to act like the person is not even there.
Yeah. Even that quick, universal, like straight hand, like, y'all know the...
I don't know that's a good one though, because I don't know. I might walk off.
I would walk off because I'm gonna have an attitude.
Think about it, because I just can't show another woman that I have an attitude.
I might do all three. I'm interrupting. I'm walking away, and we're talking about it, and I'm leaving you.
So, we're definitely talking about it later.
I'm gonna go with D. All of the above.
All of the.
Okay, that was the last one.
All right, them scenarios ain't shit.
That sure wasn't.
That was the last one. So, okay. Vanessa, this week we are going to be talking about what's off limits. Is anything really off limits? So we have a list of things that what'd you say, Kiki?
Yes.
Our fans kind of know what's on and off limits with us, but we trying to figure out about your booty hole, about, your titties, like your
Wait a minute, did you just go straight to my asshole? Wait a minute now.
She has a thing for assholes, and I don't know why.
I don't know why we got to get straight on butt stuff. Why are we going straight to my people?
Ever since I was a child, I've always been obsessed with like buttholes. I don't know why.
I always been obsessed with the elasticity, like the little lines around the booty hole.
Really?
Like, never mind. Like when you draw it, I like to draw a booty hole and had all the lines. Like
like the little like tight
the creases.
The crease with the burst.
Yeah.
I literally have never.
You ain't never paid attention to the booty hole?
The only body part I've ever been like really obsessed with were eyes and eyebrows. Nothing sexual.
Can we stop one moment and say that I'm not the one obsessed with any of that? That's Medinah. I just wanted to say, I'm not going to use the word obsessed.
My name is Medinah, and
that's what she chose.
Booty holes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it's the booty hole. But go ahead. Let's find out what's off limits. Because I'm sure there must be something.
There might be some things on this list that are off
limits. Something. So, but I don't know. I've done a lot of things.
We'll start off slow. We'll start with spitting.
Slow strokes. What about it?
Is that off limit for you in your sex life? Spitting in the mouth, spitting in the booty hole, spitting on the face, and on your forehead,
on your pussy. Let's not forget that.
So first of all, shout out to the homie, rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal, and his girl Vonda Carlo. They had did this some kind of skit where it was spitting in each other's mouth. Like they was talking, they was doing some dramatic skit or whatever. He's like,
was it edited or they were actually?
I'm mouth wide open. I'm talking about almost like it got rough to the point where I'm like, what the fuck? It was some raw shit. I had never seen no shit like this. It was on I can't remember what video that's on. I'm gonna have to call her and find out what the hell that was on. But that made me say, no, I'm not into spitting, because I thought I was into spitting until I saw that. But a random spit to wet it up, sure. You know what I'm saying? If you like, you know what I mean? Spit on my dick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? If you at this age, don't spit on my pussy. That's not nice. Don't do that, because don't spit on.
I like a little pussy spit. I like a little.
Lick your hand, and put it
like
on.
Grab the spit and put it.
Grab the spit, put it down there. Do not on my pussy, because it was hot when I was like 23, 24, because we're in the mix. You know what I'm talking about? But like at this point, I'm like, I've gotten my vagina pH to such a balance that I just don't need your spit or anything
to throw it off.
So what I've done. I have really made my very balanced vagina.
9 times out of 10, you gonna knock my balance off, but it's all right because I'm a Libra.
Again, but if we're in the fit of passion, What? Wait a minute, hold on.
What does a Libra have to do with it?
What does being a Libra have to do?
Because the scales.
Both of us are just like, wait a minute, what?
The scales.
My moment.
You know the scales.
Oh, the scales.
Yeah. I'm going to get it back balanced, baby. Go ahead and give me that metronidazole. Where the metronidazole
back around?
Huh?
I didn't think you was talking about shit, but you did that, Medinah. You said with the scales are balanced. My pussy always gonna stay. You did that for all Libras. Shout out to all the Libras. I'm a Virgo, so I'm the maid.
I'm a Virgo too, sis.
That's Kiki. That's why we both said.
What?
Take it, put it on it. Don't. There's no need for that.
I don't know what it is about when you spit on your fingers and put it on there. To me, it just feels like snot is being plopped on my
snot. Did somebody do that before? Put some snot in your pussy?
No, not no snot, but it's just the glob of feeling it. I just needed to.
Honestly,
first of all, not a glob. It's just like a thin coat. It's a thin coat.
My niggas be globbing it.
And I feel like when they do that, it warms it up in the hand, so it's not too cold, because that's what I don't like or didn't like about those couple of spit in my mouth experiences. Everybody talk about it, they said that shit was cute or whatever, so I'm like, I will try it this one time to appease you. Let's see. The people say don't knock it till you try it.
Spit in the mouth?
Spit in the mouth.
I mean, here's the thing, I used to think guacamole was nasty, and then I tried it and it's good. So
you're not gonna say here's the thing in front of that and get me the
but that's what happened. So I tried it once.
Spitting in the mouth.
I tried it once. I'm good on it. A lot of people really like it, and I wanted to throw up. I felt so disgusting. In the mouth. Yes, they like.
Right.
Now there's a couple ways you can do the spitting of.
No way.
Yeah,
that's
you
all.
Can do
like a little.
You can
like not hard.
You can do the hawk the loogie, or you can do it while you're kissing.
Medinah.
A loogie.
But not the fuck. Don't you ever fucking. I don't even like that sound, first of all.
Okay.
I used to smack my sister. I wish my older sister was here. I would smack her in the back of her head every time we walk into school and she go,
I've never had to spit like that. Like, I just do regular
I had
spit.
to do it, but I'm just saying, like...
when you hear that sound. To hawk a loogie, you have to do that. It's very
off-putting.
Yeah.
My mother always said the biggest insult was spitting on somebody. And I think she planted that in my head in a sense. So that you've seen that civil rights shit where they hawking loogies on a motherfucker, and you know what I'm saying? It just don't sit all the way right with me. Now I am hearing you with don't knock it till you try it, but I really think I'm gonna go out of this on this earth without ever having a loogie.
Yeah, don't try it, girl. I didn't like it.
The other way is you're kissing and it just gets really wet and like,
ma'am, no. Ma'am. One thing I appreciate like about a man is who's able to what you call control your reservoir. You know what I mean? Because one thing I hated when I was younger was when a cat, you got spit all over. Now my face messed up. You can't kiss. I need you to hold some of that saliva. Give me a little. You know what I'm talking about? Give me a little so we know we was together. But keep the rest. You know what I'm saying? You don't put all that on me.
So it's safe to say that spitting is off limits for Vanessa's Fraction.
No, it's not. If I'm on drugs, everything goes. Let's go. If I didn't pop one, go ahead and spit it on the face. Right?
What about...
Other than that, why are you going to change the subject once I say about popcorn?
We just shift into the next one because that's fine. Right, what about swallowing? Cum, not spit.
Oh, yeah. You got to do that one time for the one you love.
You don't like swallowing, Medinah?
Now, Medinah.
Oh,
you
want niggas hawking loogies, but you don't want to swallow.
But you can't swallow just a tablespoon of cum?
I think that I have just dealt with a lot of unhealthy men, and the taste of it does not taste good to me. I have been, all my life, I tried to swallow.
Not all your life.
And I just can't get it down, you guys. Sure.
Now, see who don't want you swallow? The dog said, dog went off. She said, listen, all my life. How dare you not swallow when you've been getting spit on?
I think it's a sexy thing. I think it's sexy.
I mean, it's something that you do. It's not off limits, sure. Now, I don't know if I can't, listen, I see y'all got me talking crazy. I was going to say something about my actual fiance's cum, and I'm not going to do that.
It tastes like fruits and berries.
It's too thick. It's just too much. It's too much. He's very fertile. It's too much. I feel like I choke. It's a lot. It's a lot. So it's not that I wouldn't. I do a little bit, but the rest we got to put that for leftovers. Let's put that in the refrigerator.
Sometimes what I do if a man's cum is typically too thick and I'm gonna swallow, I will suck his dick, and then when he comes, you have to have a lot of spit to kind of. This sounds so gross as I describe it, but you got to have a lot of spit so you can kind of water down the cum to get it
diluted. Get a shape, diluted.
Yes, you gotta dilute it, and then you spread it out across his dick and keep sucking his dick until it gets back to gummy worm status. That's if you're in it for the long haul and you like him.
And he like
my technique,
because he gonna keep crawling after that.
My technique is you can act like you swallowed it and then hurry up and turn around and spit it out.
Where?
In a towel,
in
a pillowcase,
on the bed.
Yeah, just hurry and spit it out.
Not in my mouth.
And he don't even know that you did not swallow it.
Or you could try and get him to shoot it straight to the back so it doesn't hit your tongue.
That's off limits for me.
That's for advanced levels.
I might throw up on that.
I'm thankful that I've already sold this deal, so I'm not swallowing at this. I told him early on I wasn't. I said, this is too much, sir. I'm not gonna do that.
Nigga, you know what? Head is it's already a lot of work for women. Like, I don't mind doing it, but it's like when they do it for us, when you swallow or when you're eating my pussy, it's so easy for y'all. You get to lay down, you get to be comfortable, you can rest on my thighs.
That's pretty comfortable.
You don't have a big, large object in your mouth, in your jaw open. You're just licking.
You're just licking.
Right.
And then when we do come, it's not like it's shooting out. Like.
Yeah. Well, for some people.
Okay, next one. Human waste. Are you okay with urination and feces?
Would I tell you? No, I'm sure. I'm from Chicago. Listen. No, I'm sorry.
I don't know what that means. I'm from Chicago where the streets is shitty. Like, what you mean?
No, I think you need to think about the other one and some very particular famous artists from Chicago. They have done there. So you think my mind might be telling me no, but the potty is saying yeah, baby. So there's that.
You like a little golden shower?
No, I do not. So I was going to tell you a story about it. I didn't say I liked it, but we was talking. We was just having a conversation. So, but what they call the Cleveland steamer? You ever heard of that?
No.
A Cleveland steamer?
No.
Where somebody shits on your chest and it's steam. You know what I mean? You ever heard of that? I know a guy that loves a Cleveland steamer.
Does he pay for that type of service? Like, you got to pay me.
I would only assume that you do. And this is what I knew about before the 1 cup. What was that stuff?
Two girls, 1 cup.
2 girls, 1 cup. I knew about him and I never did this. Please, let's get this straight. I only know about him liking it, but I've never done that to anyone. I did. I remember my cousin. I hate to say it. Why do I always say like the relation that I have to the person that I'm saying? But anyway,
and I say their whole name after their words.
Oh, okay. So I'm not that bad. So she used to tell us how her kids' daddy. She's talking about, it's a golden shower, child. Oh yeah, they get in the tub, and we would just be taking the bath, and he'd just pee on my back. I was like, what? She
in the tub?
I was like 12 years old. I was like, why are you telling me this? This is not pertinent.
But your back, your back?
Pee on your back, child. That's what I heard.
That's not even a sexy spot.
She said it was. It was warm. She said it'd be warm.
I would imagine it being warm, but it's piss.
I couldn't do it. Like I was laughing with an ex of mine. We was laughing and shit. Like, come on, let me pee on you. I'll pee on you. You know what I mean? Just being silly. And I just couldn't do it. Like, I'm standing there like, I can't do it. I can't, like, it's hard for me to pee in front of people sometimes. So
me too, because I don't know if I'm going to let a little toot out.
Right. It's like, I'm not used. That wasn't my reason, but that was not my reason. But she always goes left when I'm going right. But listen. And so he was like, well, pee on my foot a little bit. Just see if you can. So I like peed on his foot a little bit. But that's
I can go.
With it.
Oh, he said, just call me Sea-Biscuit.
Why did I get on here saying these things?
Look, I be having to pee sometimes, and if I gotta go, I gotta go. And if you already piss me off and I'm just fucking you because I'm bored, it's gonna be real easy for me to pee on you because I want to degrade you. It's not gonna be nice. Maybe you feel like it's nice and that's cool. We on the same page of getting this job done. But I've definitely peed on somebody before and he was pissing me off. And he was like, he was afraid to say it the first time. So he had whispered it to me. He was like, I want you to pee on me. I was like, what? Speak up. Say it with your chest.
Say it loud.
And he was like, I want you to pee on me. I said, you want me to do what? I want you to pee on me. Oh, you want me to pee on you? Okay. And
why you gotta keep repeating it, trying to embarrass him? Just do
that
it.
was the point. I wanted to degrade him.
Look, you old S&M old. You know what I'm talking about?
I like to degrade men sometimes.
Apparently,
he deserved it. He deserved it. That was not a good man. Don't feel sorry for him.
Like I said, you didn't want to talk crazy.
If I had some shit, I would have shitted on him too. But whatever.
Damn.
I'm just saying, it wasn't my bed. It was his.
Okay, so back to the question at hand. No, I'm not into.
So that's off
No,
limits.
I'm not into any of that.
It's not off limits for me, but that needs to just be like a once a year type of thing. Like,
no, it's off limits.
we don't need to be doing it consistently. We messing up sheets. Where we at?
The shower.
So I'm saying,
The shower. True. I'm thinking about doing it in the bed. The one time I let someone piss on me, rest in peace, because that nigga died. But he peed on me in the bed. And it was sexy. And we kind of like rolled it into it all.
He peed on you?
Mm-hmm. Hey.
And then I tried to pee like on him, but I couldn't do it. Like you. I couldn't do it.
This is a lot. And again, these are all years and years
Way back.
Years ago. I've had many spa treatments and everything.
Yes, I'm very clean. We did get in the shower.
I just had to say that because I have a new circumstance. This is all shit in the back. I had to pull all this out. I just have to say that as a disclaimer.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, I have one more nasty one.
Oh my goodness. Please go.
How do you feel just about anal across the board?
How do I feel about it?
Eating ass, getting your ass ate, having sex, fingers in it, toys in it,
food.
What?
Y'all,
in your ass?
You've never had someone put like a Sour Patch straw
in your carrot or something?
Like a Sour Patch straw and you like
this why you got nerve damage right now, Medinah.
A Sour Patch in my
or
ass.
a Twizzler. They're a little bit more
First and foremost, Sour
put
Patch
the Twizzler in my mouth.
I'll be damned if I put it in my ass now. Sour Patch tighten up the side of my jaw.
Right here.
So the Sour Patch to be right here, the Sour Patch.
Yeah.
I'd be damned if I put that in my booty hole and make it clench.
Why did you let somebody do that to you?
I'm just playing. It ain't never happened.
You're not playing. It was the judgment that came.
It was. And then she said, that never happened.
That never happened. It was just a very specific example that I just came up with right off the top of my head.
Just random specific stuff.
My nephew had some Sour Patch Kids.
So, Vanessa, is it off limits?
Yes. I think that my body is a wonderland.
That was good timing. That was great.
I think that I'm about to enter marriage, so there's nothing off limits in that case. But I did reserve butt stuff for after marriage, if that's what.
That's special. You got to save something for your nigga when
you got to try to make it special. He said it's not really all that special, but
I'm all tapped out.
Right. He's like, why are you trying to act like I'm the first one? No, I was like, okay, anyway. But, I've been open to things in the past. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand why people would be open to it, if that answers your question.
It does. It does.
But it's not something that I would frequent or something that I feel is necessary.
Definitely don't frequent it or you will.
No, but I do like a little butt play. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think butt play is good for people.
Like, what kind of butt play do you like?
Oh, but God, I don't know.
A little.
I like you to tell my booty secrets. Get down there and just whisper. Hello. Just get down there and talk to it. No, I don't know. Whatever moves you in the moment. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
You know what I mean? If it moves you in the moment, go for it. I don't judge nobody about the butt stuff they like. I think, it's so close, all those organs. You know what I mean? So even if you're,
let's give it all attention. We're already down here.
Give everything. It's already stuff going on down there. So if I slip and lick something, it's good. Like, let's keep going.
Absolutely. What about choking?
I used to be into it.
Do you have a horror story?
I don't have a horror story, but like I've been a victim of domestic violence and some other stuff. So now the guy that I have is so good to me that for him to even simulate something like that is a sign of almost disrespect. Like he don't like doing it. It's just like, You know what I mean? But have I ever got off on it? Do I think that it's cool? You know what I mean? Like, is it a thing? Sure. You know what I mean? But because of my past and to not just domestic violence, but I was attacked by a coworker.
What?
Where at?
In
the parking lot? In Japan?
No, I had some exotic shit going on. I was touring in Japan at the time. Which is not, yeah.
You know,
so like really,
and that is a good way to tell listeners, when you do stuff like choking and stuff, you gotta make sure people are okay with that, because somebody might have PTSD.
Don't have trauma and things like that, because it wouldn't have been that person that I was intimate with's fault, but because of things that have happened to me in the past. And you know what I'm saying? And what I said about the Japan thing is Googleable. So if you Google my name and something about that, you'll see it. But just, you know, that type of shit just it fucks up a good thing. You know what I mean? Because I did enjoy it. I like bondage a little bit because I'm so in control all the time. So like I used to like, you know, a little bit of, you know, you know what I mean, or whatever. But, you know, because of those situations, it just fucked it all up for me.
Yeah.
So
niggas always fucking shit up.
Yeah, womp, 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 womp.
Right.
Fuck them niggas. They fucked it up.
2 times.
But no, I know I'm not alone in that either.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's unfortunate though. There are a few things sexually that because of, you know, unpleasurable things, it kind of messed up what could have been something that was a little more innocent in the bedroom. You know?
Could being degraded be one of those things?
Well, yes. Because you know what I mean? You deal with that in so many ways, especially as a Black woman and stuff like that it just don't fly right with me. It just doesn't fit, you know, the same way. Like my fiance would never call me a bitch or none of that. It's not sexy in the bedroom or none of that.
It's interesting sexy. Because I like that, but my sex partner, he is not into it, and he's like, absolutely not. He won't even pull my hair. He's like, I think you're a queen. Absolutely not. He won't do any. I'm like, even grabbing my ass. I'm like, you just grabbed a little hard. He's like, no. I'm like,
well, he's aggressive. He ravishes me. He's very aggressive. I'm sure if he needed to tighten up on it a little bit, pull it back so you can get it where you need it to be, he would do it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. He definitely grab his ass. Definitely we slap ass. We do all that shit. But just the straight up, I'm finna choke you. I'm finna like hold you some way that may simulate that kind of thing. You know, because I was even into the, I don't want to use the R word. I don't want to use the R word, but that type of simulation, you know what I'm saying? I used to kind of, you know, I saw that kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I used to kind of be into it, you know, through different things, like, you know, crawl through the window and act like you came and took it. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that used to be hot. But just as an adult, when you really, you know, that was early 20s. And as you continue to grow and you meet different people and hear different stories and stuff, the fascination with that type of thing, it really takes it away because it's not cool when it's unwanted. I'm trying to say this in the most politically correct way possible, but it's not cool. Yeah.
And that's why I think people got to talk to people about stuff that they want to do, because as much fun as it sounds to just try stuff, sometimes you don't know. And I do think, like, yeah, it can to a certain extent take the fun and spontaneity out of things, but that's why you have conversations with people you fucking and try and get to know them.
Things you can do though.
It's not like you have to have a paper and have a checklist, but you talk to the person so that you can be aware, because you don't want to do something in such an intimate moment where it just turns everything off, fucks up the whole vibe, and then
it could even fuck up the whole relationship, and then you're just
it's like, you know, you took it to a place I want to go.
Too. Guys go through trauma as well, and I have dated some guys.
It's a two-way street.
That's what I meant to say. Thank you, Kiki. Yes, it is a two-way street. I've dated some guys that have had some things going on in their life where they're like, you know, certain stuff just, you know, it brings up shit. So, you know, I think it's really good to be in good communication, even with motherfuckers, because everything ain't a serious commitment. You know what I'm saying? When I was out doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? It was just my thing. But we were able to have adult conversations about how we want to interact with one another. So, you know, you should be able, if you can't talk about it, then you shouldn't be fucking, in my opinion.
I feel you on that. Okay, next one. How do you feel?
I took the air out the room. Go ahead.
I'm glad we put all of those right up under each other. Okay, how do you feel about recording? recording your sexual activities?
No.
Why
Okay,
not?
so that's a mixed bag of nuts. So I do like it. Let's just put it there. What I decided to do is you cannot hit record, but we can cast it on the television so that we all can see it, you know what I'm saying, while it's going on or something like that. Unfortunately, there's too many problems with privacy. There's you'd be good if you found some kind of crazy video of me online.
Wait, how do you cast it on the television without it being pre-recorded?
Oh, because like this camera here, you can use the HDMI cord
Got
and
you.
hook it up
And then
to
just turn the camera on, but I got you.
Right.
That's
So
actually-
it's like you're so that way it's like we're seeing it and stuff,
get
but
more
we're not
equipment,
actually
Medinah.
recording it. Or the other way that I did it was, one time I did record it, but we had to delete everything right there in front of me. Like we recorded it and everything because we want to be into the action. We don't have to be looking and doing all this because we might as well look in the mirror if we're going to do that. You know what I mean? And so we recorded it, watched it a couple times, all that. Start doing it again. Let's watch it, blah, blah, blah. And then I need to watch everything, delete. And I'm talking about going all off into the
How you can empty the trash.
Yes, we going into everything.
You sound like me. The recording, and not a lot is off limits, but the recording is
all
off
that.
limits.
I do not, no ma'am. We are not, no ma'am, no sir. Are we doing the recording? And I do need no ma'am.
I believe
no
you. You were serious.
Whoever's in here. I used to do a thing, especially when I was on the road. When I was on the road, I've been a comedian for 20 years. So being on the road and getting road booty, just like any, like dudes do.
Road
You got
booty?
Oh, baby, you got groupies, even men groupies. As a woman, there are men that come out. It's for sure. They're big fans and all that shit. And they be tripping like, I can't believe I'm in here with Vanessa Fraction. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm in here with Vanessa Fraction. I said, well, if you can't believe it, I can't believe it. Get the fuck out of here. Like, if you acting that, like, I can't believe, oh my God, you finna tell somebody. Get your ass out of here. I can't fuck you. Bring your homeboy in here because you too excited. But I used to make them take their phone, put it in a drawer, or I confiscate their phones so that I make sure that you're not exploiting me in any way.
That's
and
smart.
you have to leave, and I kick you. Ain't no spend the nights. Get your ass out of here after we done. Because you're not gonna catch me sleep. None of that goofy shit. Me sleep in the bed.
What about somebody
so
you're with?
rude
Not like a groupie situation, but somebody you're with, like your fiance. And it's on your phone or your camera or your whatever. It's not something that they have.
I just don't do that because you could break into my cloud or anything like that. And I have children and stuff like that. And I just don't want them to see me in that type of compromising situation. You don't need to see your mother like that. That's the only people I'm really trying to protect are my children. You don't need to see your mother like that. My son's 23 in the Air Force. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Thank
God I ain't got no kids.
Don't look at mommy like that. So that's really my only reason. Aside from that, regular people, I can probably get over that embarrassment, if you will. But it's something about what mentally happened to my children that I just don't think.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep taking the air out of all this shit.
No,
but go ahead.
It's great to hear the different viewpoints.
Yeah, I'm usually the only person that is so like, I love to be recorded. I like to record.
I like it, but it just
I enjoy it. I like to replay it. Somebody actually texted me an old video yesterday, and it helped to make my day. And I was like, oh, such great times. I'll be there in 3 weeks. Send me the hotel information.
I've seen myself in action and really been like, bitch, you's a winner. You should have chosen another profession, honey.
Okay. Especially when the video is good. It's like, damn, I was so drunk I didn't even realize I was doing all that. Okay, Kiki.
I know that's why you better get it.
You know, sometimes you just look back at your performance. Right. It's like watching film, like the athletes do. They go back and they watch that film. It's a good game.
That's why I fuck with you. It's kind of like going back and watching the play tape, so I can replay on like, okay, that works. Yeah.
I didn't get to do this play.
Privacy concerns. It's not that I don't like it. It's just
privacy. I mean, I get it. I just don't be
taking the air out of the room. It's great to have discussions like this because with all the listeners we have, everybody has different opinions on everything. Some of the stuff is funny, some of it ain't. Some people with it, some people ain't.
Yeah.
Talk to your sex partner.
I haven't recorded myself in a while. It just made me think about it because I wish I would have recorded last night. I'll try again tonight. Huh?
Was it a good performance?
Do you still do music?
Huh?
Do you still do music like a playlist, or do you just?
Well, you know what? He did put music on. He put music on. I don't usually.
I name my playlist after the person who I'm fucking.
I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I used to. That used to be my thing. Like I would have because different people's different films. Where I used to have different playlists for whomever I was. You know what I'm talking about?
I always say I want a playlist.
Long time ago.
I never do it, but I need to try. But we were having, there was R&B playing. I didn't know who the fuck those bitches were singing. I don't know if they new or old. It sounded really good. So I'm like, it might be the new girls. So I'll listen to Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. And that
is not sex music, ma'am.
That I'm just saying, when it comes to R&B though, that's what I will listen to. So I don't turn on sex music. I don't turn on sex music though. The men always have to do it.
One thing
that is not cute is when you do have your playlist and then that one song that you forgot to take out there comes on and you're like, this is weird. Like, what are we doing?
Mine would be like, back that ass up.
Frank Sinatra come on. You're like, that means changing.
I love a ratchet ass song on every playlist. Just a ratchet ass song in the middle of nowhere. They're like, who the fuck are you?
I have that in my playlist and sometimes I forget to like take it out of the certain ones. Yeah, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just the church music that turns me off. It's any kind of like.
Turn Jesus off. Not right now. I'm being a heathen.
But I will say I'm so bad. Like if I'm in the middle of having sex and the wrong song comes on, it could be a slow song that I don't.
I'm changing that thing.
Oh boy, that's why we used to have to stop unless I curate the playlist. Like it starts getting very weird because I will like Alexa, next song. You know what I'm saying? Like I will interrupt all of this and
y'all crazy. I don't be giving a fuck.
Next song. I will keep going. They're like, heifer. So yeah.
I don't care. Alexa, do your thing, sis. I'm busy right now. My mouth is occupied. All right. Okay. How do you feel about sex in public places?
I like it.
What kind of public places?
All kinds.
Like sex clubs or like?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Look at me. No, ma'am. I don't
Not
like
all
sex
kinds.
clubs. I've been in a few sex clubs, but usually, again, I've been a comedian for a long time, and for some reason, it puts me in a lot of weird situations.
I bet.
So you might be rolling with the promoter or something, and we're finna make a stop. So I've been in a few sex clubs, but those people look so undesirable that I'd be the baddest bitch in there. That's why I can't take my clothes off. Everybody gonna fuck me. Okay, I don't want to be here.
I want to go to a sex club and have the ultimate experience.
I mean, I just haven't had that, but and that's group stuff more so to me, or voyeuristic type of things. And I've been a voyeur for someone, where I sit in the chair and do and watch and stuff like that or whatever. I've done that kind of thing. But like, yeah, I've had sex in the back of a building or in the car, pop off some head in a car for you.
Okay, I do the car head.
Had somebody pop me off in the car.
Oh, I love the good.
I mean, because I be at the club, I'm like, sis, if you want to pop me off, come on, I guess.
Okay, this is the last one. How do we all feel about Plan B pills?
They're necessary.
You take them when you need them. What do you mean?
Thank God to whoever created
that.
that.
Friends have been having this conversation, and it's like, do you ever be like, okay, this is too much. You're just gonna have that baby now.
No.
Who says that?
What? Who said that?
Who the hell says that?
If you find yourself taking Plan Bs regularly, you need to just take birth control. You're still putting the hormones in your body. Whatever it is that you have against birth control, sis, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go.
I think we all agree Plan Bs are not off limits.
They're not.
Why would they be off limits, bitch? It's an emergency.
I think they say on the package that this is not birth control.
It definitely says
right. But some people try to take it that way.
Well, bitches are popping them like Skittles.
Ma'am. So no, that's not anything that I would not pop them like Skittles, as you said. But and I remember when I'm a little bit older than you all, so when it first came out.
Kiara's 67.
I am.
She's 67?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still a little old. I'm sure. But I remember when they first came out, I think they was called Plan B then too. But that honey, there were war stories about that. It was like not as gentle as it is now. So that was like a thing where you would have almost wanted to have the baby rather than to do the Plan B pill. Because when they first came out, of course, it wasn't at its.
They had to get it together first.
They had to get it together. So some of the girls that I know that took them, it was a terrible horror story.
Women done been through some shit.
And I'm talking about this was in had to be early 2000, like not late 90s.
Nobody, like, people just didn't care about women's comfort. My mom was telling me that when pads were first invented, the cardboard was still in there. You just had to put pads, like for your menstrual cycle, and you just had to put like a thing in your panties, and the cardboard was in there to keep it straight. And I was like, who invented these things?
How old is your mom?
Now, back in my day.
Where was this? Where the hell was this? No, I'm just playing. But cardboard still in your panties, God. I used to think about that too. I used to think like back in the day, like what did they use? And maybe their periods weren't as hard because they didn't have as many hormones and things like that. You know what I mean? They talked about periods. Yeah, they talked about periods in the Bible. Okay.
My grandma said that they used to have these, like, basically she compared it to a cloth diaper that the women would wear under their clothes, and it was just like, and it was like reusable, so you had to wash it, but it would soak up all that blood, and you kind of just don't do too much that week.
I have a heavy flow and a wide set vagina.
I was about to say,
yeah, I would be walking around with juicy, bloody booty all the time. Be like, you guys, I don't know what else to tell y'all. Y'all got me with cloth diapers. This shit's leaking through. I leak through now.
And depending, I'm out for a week.
Is this a paid leave? Let me tell you something. It's not fair.
You probably wasn't getting paid but 25 cents, and you probably could barely work back then.
Let me tell you something. You needed that 25 cents.
You needed that 25 cents, but you could barely work. You know, it's not like now. You ain't getting no paid leave, bitch. You better get your ass in there and get to wash them dishes and cooking these meals and doing whatever
else. Make them grits.
That's not fair. They made some good grits.
Make them grits.
Yeah, make them grits.
We are going to move on to Indecisive Diane. And when we come back, Vanessa, you're going to help us give advice to some of our listeners.
Groovy.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. And this week, I want you to grab your boo, or maybe even a friend, maybe a potential boo. Go on a walk in a cute little park. Take some breadcrumbs, feed the ducks, do something that doesn't involve technology. Focus on each other this week. You know what I mean? Bye, ladies.
Okay, guys, and we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it is time for the advice. So remember, if you ever want to ask us for our advice, you can email us. The email for advice only is askcocktails@gmail.com. Send us an email, and maybe we'll read it on the show. So I have one pulled up, and it says, do I need his permission to start him in OnlyFans? So she says, hey ladies, since we're already besties in my head, let me get straight to it. I met up with this guy I met on Bumble and had been talking to him for a couple of months. Originally, we agreed to dinner, but my horny ass changed the plans and asked for the business instead. I know that's right, girl. He invited me to his place, talked a bit, and got right down to kissing. After only a few minutes of devouring his big, juicy lips, he stops, says he's hard already, and grabs my hand to meet his dick. Baby, when I tell you that thing was thick, rock solid, and damn near to touching his knee, I tried not to gasp and instead hype myself up a little. Okay, girl, this is why we do yoga 3 times a week. You got this, I told myself silently, and let him lead me to the bedroom. We get undressed.
A graphic novel? This is good.
We get undressed, and there I see it in its full glory. It's a goddamn third leg. Definitely as big as my King Noir, but I've never fit the whole thing inside of me before. I need 3 hands for this. He slips on the condom. He ain't slipping on shit if it's that big. But,
ma'am, yes, he is.
No, I mean, it's not going to slip on. It's going to take some. Yeah, you're going to have to. Like, you're not about to slide up in it.
Kiki, we finna have.
No. He needs to put it on. It just ain't going to slide in. It's going to be tight.
Break, Kiki. I'm glad you said roll down. That's fine, baby.
Yeah, okay. But then you feel me. Okay. So he slips on the condom. We start kissing again. And as soon as he enters me, My pussy melted around every inch of his tip, then the shaft. We both gasped. He starts off with a few slow strokes, then gets right to business, going balls deep and telling me how beautiful I am as he's fucking and tonguing me down. I'm moaning, screaming, going blind from his sweat and mine, but it doesn't stop either of us from the synced rhythm we created. 3 hours and 7 condoms later, my cute twist out is looking like the crackhead from Holiday Heart, and I'm asking what his dietary restrictions are so I can make this man a meal someday. I have never wanted to cook for a nigga, but he earned all of it and then some. I'm trying to see if I can get him to start an OnlyFans because the world needs to know and he deserves a check. Shout out to Yoga for helping your girl stay ready, and I can't wait to see him. Hope to have a part 2 for you soon, because I just realized I didn't even get around to sucking his dick or using a toy. But like, do you think I could ask him to start an OnlyFans? Girl, this is a cocktail.
This is a cocktail.
You cannot ask that man to start an OnlyFans. He might already have one.
Look at
That's
us.
first of all.
What'd you say?
And you just met him as manager.
And
I know, like, why you wouldn't? I wouldn't advertise this girl, because if you try to get him an OnlyFans, right, so that everybody can see,
are you gonna get a piece?
When you gonna fuck him? You don't want him to get too booked and busy now.
Or is she wanting to be his co-star in the OnlyFans videos?
Now, she didn't say that. I don't know.
Yeah, you could do what you
want.
want.
That? I thought it was like a solo thing. I didn't know.
Well, you can do it however you want to do it.
I thought that would transfer to porn, if you will.
Well, some people do porn.
You don't have sex on OnlyFans?
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do on OnlyFans, honestly.
I don't know. I've thought about it.
You can have sex.
I thought about it. I just created it, and I'm not fucking on there. I'm just posting pictures.
It'd be me and my dude. They're like, ain't she married? I'm like, that's more hot. Ma'am.
So yes,
I don't think you should ask
to do
him.
OnlyFans to answer this. I think you should have a conversation with him. But
I think if you want to make your OnlyFans, girl, you make it. Don't be trying to reel him into your shit.
Right.
You just make it, call it a day, and keep fucking him.
She just know her OnlyFans will be hotter if he on it. Is that what she's trying to say?
I don't know. Maybe she just wanted to let us know she was fucking somebody's leg.
Make an OnlyFans. Send us the link so we can look at it. Send us that.
Yeah, because I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see what y'all want to do.
That's who should have sent a picture.
Around his,
when she said my pussy melted around his, that was a beautiful way to put that.
It melted around it, dripped, and then it came and molded to his penis. Okay,
this is the next one. It says ride or die ? Ladies, just wanted to get your opinion on something. I may have made a very bad mistake. I was making plans to hook up with my side chick, and I had told her before I committed to a time and place that I had to verify something with my main girlfriend. But I called my main girlfriend my ride or die. My side chick was furious and hung up and blocked my number. It has been 2 weeks. Did I make a mistake? You know you are the side chick. Why would this be an issue? Was this a rookie mistake? Thanks. Simply Savage.
Simply Savage. A side chick don't need a reminder. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my ride or die chick. Like, I don't think you should give this bitch a title. You know what I'm saying? Just like, if you already said, like, I need to check with my main chick. You know what I'm saying? If you calling her main, a side chick understands main, wife. You know what I mean? Things like that. But why are we going with ride or die and all this other intimate stuff that y'all are into? Like, I didn't ask about her. Nick. My thing is, when I'm with somebody, I don't bring up other people. How about that?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Why did you even need to? Why couldn't you just say, hey, this time is not going to work or this time is going to work? Why you got to give the details? Right. I don't think you need to have a side chick.
You don't. You probably don't need to ride or die.
You well with side chicks. You don't need it, sir.
You need to be single. Yeah, it was a mistake. I'm telling your girlfriend.
You go back to the lab, because my main thing is, when I'm with you, you're the most important thing in the world as far as I'm concerned. And when I ain't with you, I just ain't with you. I don't ask what you doing when you ain't with me, and don't you ask me what I'm doing when I'm not with you. As long as I'm the same person, I'm consistent when we're together, then you don't worry about shit else. And that's what you need to adopt too, sir. That your business outside of her isn't her business. The only thing that you need to be talking about are the things that you do with her.
Period.
And that keeps everything separate. Now you know,
you're doing too much.
Talk to my lady. You sound like a fucking simp. What the fuck? All this goddamn permission when you fucking off. Why do you need permission to fuck off? You're already a fuck off, aren't you, sir? Well, be a fuck off. You
fucking
sound,
off and fucking up. You're not ready to play this game.
You sound indecisive, sir. Are you a fuck off or a real dude? Which one are you?
Well, there you go, Simply Savage.
Got to check. You don't sound that savage, sir.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. And I hope those ladies find new men. Now we are going to move on to the cocktails. If you guys would like to share a cocktail, please email it to us, cocktails.atl@gmail.com. Send us your sexual confessions. We'll keep you anonymous, and maybe we'll read it on the show. Make it spicy for us.
But if you ain't got a buck, I won't cover. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run it double D, so stuck. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
Make it spicy. Kiki, you got an OG cocktail or you reading one?
I do have one.
Oh, this is great.
Okay, so I had a little lunch date yesterday. And I've been trying to get out, and I've really been trying to do some different things because, like, my love life sucks. My sex life has been, it's there, but it's, like, nothing worth talking about. It's the same sex every day. So I had to switch things up. So I go to a lunch date. So it was a quick date, but I was like, well, I'm still going to see you later, right? Like, I got some editing to do. I got some other work to do. But then, like, when I'm done, and he going to be gone, right? Like, come on. So he's like, of course. So last night I go to his house. We get there. I smoked a little bit. And y'all know I don't know how to act if I smoke. So I'm sitting on the couch, like sinking into the couch like a crazy person high. And eventually we go lay down. And I don't know. I think it was the she orgasms. I used the tincture and the pill. So I started to get really hot. And
like
just
sweat?
like hot in the covers. And all of a sudden it was just like a surge of horniness because I was really sleepy. I was having trouble keeping my eyes open. And next thing I know, I'm like taking off his clothes and sucking his dick. And then I was like, damn, his dick is much bigger than I remember. Was I drunk before? Don't matter. Anyway, I'm sucking the soul out of his dick, right? Everything is going great. We're having a good time. It feels good. His skin is soft. He smells good. It was just nice. Then he starts eating my pussy. I didn't think I was going to make it through that experience. And I was getting to the point where somebody ever eat your pussy so good, you just want to be like, stop and like push them off because it's just going to be too much. Mm-hmm. So I was getting there, and before I could really like have an orgasm from that, we start having sex. So I'm laying on the edge of the bed, and thank God I have been like doing my stretches every day because I didn't know my legs could spread that far apart in the position that I was in. So he's standing up on the edge of the bed. I'm laying on the bed, and he's fucking me. Then he was like, grab my neck. So I'm thinking he wants me to just like touch his neck or like maybe squeeze it, maybe a little choke. No, he meant like, hold on, because I'm about to pick you up. And I was like, oh, thank God I got a little bit smaller because I don't know if you could have done this before. But he picks me up, and it's like this position. I wish I had more room so I could stand up, but it's like a position where the man is standing up and like your legs are in his arms spread out, and it's just like one of
those. That's the African squat. Yeah,
that's the what?
African fly squat from Baby Boy.
Okay. You know, I've never really watched that whole movie. That's another story for another day. Anyway, he says that, and we're fucking, and then I never got to come. So I was a little upset because I don't know what happened when he put me back on the bed. I was trying to do some little tricks that I had learned and talked to some girlfriends about. I said, you know what? Let me try these. I'll save these for a sex tip episode that we'll do in the future, maybe. But he just couldn't control himself. And then he was like, I came already. And I was just like, well, I didn't. The fuck? And I was very upset. So I'll be back later.
He didn't finish you off? There were other things.
I was ready to go to sleep. I was
sad.
Well, even if
I mean, I kept fucking him until his dick got back to a gummy worm status.
His mouth still worked. Why you didn't come?
Well, I didn't want that no more because I wanted the dick. I didn't want no more head. That's what I wanted.
I need something else. But
I will say, even though
after he finished and you still didn't get any.
Wait, say that again.
I'm talking about after you said you had enough in the beginning.
Well, I had enough head. I didn't want no more head. Sometimes I don't want that. I just want the actual dick. I want to feel the pounding.
The cocktails, we don't have to explain. At the end, you just be like, period.
That's what happened.
I just, I didn't get to finish. I'll be back for more. We're gonna. It's fine. It wasn't a horrible experience, but we just didn't finish, and I guess that's what happens when you fuck niggas this old.
So Vanessa, you go next. What's your cocktail?
How are you gonna end it with? I think that's what happens when you fuck niggas that's old. Because I'm interested to know how old is he.
That don't matter. We're not saying no identifying stuff.
Yeah.
What's your cocktail?
All right, listen. All I want to say is I'm 41. So I can imagine that this old nigga that she's talking about.
He said he was old.
He said he was old. Oh,
it's about how you feel. If you don't feel old,
if he said he was old, then he's old.
It don't matter what age you are. Like, I'm old too.
That is true. Because one of my first ones. You are not old, child. Listen, one of my now when I really knew like that sex gets better when you get older, was I in my 20s or early 30s? I don't know. But I ended up messing with a guy in his 40s, like right after 40, closer to 45. Oh,
they will change your life.
Oh, I'm talking about masterful. I always say, guys, in that age group, it's like you have a signature stroke at that point. You've learned yourself enough that you got a signature stroke. Like, whether it's like a deep rim shot, ring it around, whatever the hell, like you have a certain, rhythm that and that you're comfortable with, and you're very comfortable with your body. One thing that I've learned with younger guys, it's like they always you named a bunch of tricks and shit, which again, is good to try out lots of tricks, lots of fun things, stuff like that. But once you get, again, my age, or whatever, you learn which tricks work for you and you stick with your solids. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. There's no need to come in here trying to twirl and swirl and shit when I know, you know what I'm talking about?
Don't want to, get a little.
When I know all of this here works, like you actually kind of have a playbook at that point. You know what I'm saying? Of all the things that work really, really good, and there's really, you can deter from it a little bit, but really you can stick with your damn playbook.
What's your cocktail?
My cocktail is one that I'm not going to tell, motherfucker, because at this point, again, I'm getting married in like less than 35 days. So what happens is that you start forgetting all dick before his. You know what I mean? My mind has been erased like the motherfucking Men in Black, nigga. I don't remember dick before his dick. I remember sometimes how long it is. I remember the smaller ones, the bigger ones. I don't remember how they feel, nor would I like to recollect them, because what I have right now is so fucking good. I only want to focus on that. And I will tell you this, for a cocktail, that I would not have left that evening unpleased. I don't care if he came or not.
Well, you know what? That was a good smooth
Let me
way
not
out.
say I was unpleased. It's just I didn't come. And I feel like every time I have sex, I don't have an orgasm.
And I was about to say that. That's what I was going to say, Kiki.
So I enjoyed it.
I thank you for defending that man, but I'm still going to say
that man.
Well, it's not about defending the man. It's about defending my decision.
Well, I'm defending your decision, amen, because you said you was tired of certain things and you only wanted one thing, and he didn't have that to give. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, you got 3 fingers, you got something to work with, sir, and you're going to make sure that I leave here knocked out and sleep. Is all I'm saying.
Well, before we end, I am going to make sure I share my cocktail.
Please
do. So I was going to read one, but since Sister Vanessa Fraction left us a cocktail,
let's hear what happened, girl.
So
give us
here's
the tea.
What happened. I cannot even believe this happened. So there's a guy that is my sexual partner, and we were getting ready to go on a date. We were out of town. And I had just got out of the shower. He had just got out of the shower. We're getting dressed. And I'm like trying to get dressed, and he keeps kissing on me. Let's just do it real quick again. And I'm like, we have somewhere to be at a certain time. No. Well, I ended up falling on his dick. we started having sex. I'm like, let me turn the music on. So I turned one of my playlists on. I didn't see which one that I hit. I just hit one. It started playing music. I was like, okay, this is a good little one. I was on top of him. We slid the towel off, and it was so great. He was like sitting at the edge of the bed, and I was like straddling him. So he lays back, and Genie in a Bottle comes on. And I was like, oh shit. Like, it was so funny that we just talked about when songs just come on. You know, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. You gotta rub me the right way if you wanna be with me. You know, that song comes on, and I am about to turn it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna turn it. And then I say, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna ride his dick to Genie in a Bottle like a motherfucking pro. Do you guys know that I twerk? You know when they're like, bet you can't do it with a dick in you. I don't know what song that is from, but I've heard that in a song. And I just want to say that today, I can do it with a dick in me.
Do what with a dick in you?
I can twerk with a dick. I
do
twerked,
the things that you do.
I rolled it around to Genie in a motherfucking bottle, bro. And he was mesmerized. He been listening to Genie in a Bottle. He put it on his playlist. Yeah.
You ain't gonna do shit, Kiki. You gonna let that mom.
Y'all just gonna look at me
with silence. Right.
I'm just always in shock. Every time she says shit like this every week, and it's just like, again.
Oh,
I was so proud. It was just a great memory that we both shared. He's like sending me screenshots of Christina Aguilera.
What else was on the playlist besides Genie in a Bottle?
I think there was some Destiny's Child, some J-Lo.
What the hell playlist?
And this was a sex playlist, or this was just a playlist?
I didn't realize that I picked my feel-good playlist. I have a feel-good playlist, and it just has a bunch of old songs.
I'm thinking this is like the sex playlist, and this is a time where you accidentally left something on the list, like you talked about earlier.
No, this was I just clicked something so we could get some music on, because we was rushing. I didn't know we was about to get it on.
I thought you clicked somebody else's list. Remember you said you named them after people? I thought you had clicked Chad's list. You said, I'm going to fuck Chad the Genie in a Bottle. And you had clicked Chad's list on Marcus's
And it was
list.
great.
Marcus didn't do that. Marcus needed something else. Marcus needed Janae Echo or something. I don't know.
Well, Vanessa, thank you so much for joining us this week. I'm so glad we got to connect. If you have anything going on that you would love to plug, now is your moment.
Well, follow me. I'm a very funny woman. Follow me at Vanessa Fraction. Follow my YouTube page. It's at Vanessa Fraction. Not necessarily anything. I've been planning a wedding right now, so my mind is solely focused on that. But these cocktails were very good. Thank you so much for reminding me why the fuck I'm married right now. The wonderful thing, ladies. Thank you for having me on. But no, follow me at Vanessa Fraction for more. Y'all have blown my mind again. I can't even think about what I have coming up because I know I got shit, but
they'll see it on your social media profile.
You'll find it, man. Y'all were fun. This definitely took me back.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time. You guys remember to sign up on our Patreon, patreon.com/cocktails. We release new bonus episodes every single Monday. We also have merch available. There's a link in our bio. The link for Patreon is there too, and you can sign up. And then make sure you're following us on Instagram. We are at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
And I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.